As you command.
Right. Right away.
Understood.
Take him down. Easy.
Yes. Of course. Acknowledged.
I'll take a look. Sure. Onwards.
Are you Gilbert?
What?
Well, we were sent here by Mother Kalia from the refugee camp in the south. I'm searching for a certain Gilbert who stole rations and left them to starve in the wilderness.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know any Gilbert. Now, please.
Hi, Gilby. Who are those men? Do they have any news of Mary? She should be back from the marketplace by now.
Dad, not now.
Gilby?
Blazes. I knew this wouldn't end well. I'm Gilbert, and I stole the provisions. Just didn't think they'd send a sellsword after me. Now, please, if you're here to kill us, just get it over with, will you? Me and my old man have suffered enough already.
Why did you do it? Steal the provisions.
So she didn't tell you. Figures. Well, then I will. Mother Callier, the wise old woman, after the provisions ran low, she cut the rations.
We know that much already.
Also that her plan was to cut the rations for my father entirely? Because he was dying already and it would be mercy? I tried to tell her that it wasn't too late for him, but she wouldn't listen. So in the end, I had no choice. I took Dad, packed all the food I could carry and left. I honestly hope they all rot in the claws of Nor for turning their back on us.
Your father mentioned a Mary. Is there more than just the two of you?
What? Oh, no. Mary was the name of my mother. She died 2 years ago when our village was overrun. Dad has been, well, seeing her for the past couple of days, and I just don't have the heart to remind him that she's dead.
What's wrong with your father, anyway?
I'm no apothecary, so I couldn't tell you. He's been getting worse for the last few months, but it started getting really bad around 2 weeks ago. Could you believe that he was once the strongest man in the village? Now look at him. He doesn't even recognize me half of the time. I won't lie. It's hard for the two of us.
We'll split. Give me one half of the provisions and you can keep the rest. I'll tell Mother Callia you lost the rest of it in the river.
But... Aye, of course. I should be grateful. Here, this...
Forget about it. You'll hand over all of these sacks right now, and we'll take them back to the refugees.
But...
Tahar, don't test my patience. His father is sick, all right. But he would have left those people out in the wilderness to starve to death. He doesn't deserve any mercy.
Well, then your death on him. But I guess there's nothing I can do. Here's the rations. Take them. Tell that bloody old wench she'll burn in the fires of Bogagor for this. Dad? We need to go now. I'll carry you, so just hang in there, will you? You need to.
Go. Yes. Yes, we will.
Was that really necessary?
You can't legitimize a crime like that, regardless of the reasons. And when did I ask for your opinion?
I'm sorry, sir.
No need.
Elves? All the way out here?
Salangar, who are you? And what by Ellen's reigns are you doing here?
Sentenza Noria, General of the Wolf Guard. And we'll be the ones asking the questions. This is Nortander territory.
Wolf? Oh, I see. Then talk to our scryer, Elion, Evran. I believe she will want to have a word with you.
So do I.
Let me
Good to see you back, soldier. Any luck with the provisions yet?
Actually, let's talk about Gilbert first. I think you left something out there, didn't you? The boy wasn't a simple thief. He was just protecting his dying father.
I had a feeling you were going to say this. I left that part out. But why shouldn't I? That boy was delusional. He kept on giving our best provisions to his old man, who was already 1 foot into the grave. I didn't even think he was still alive, so I didn't tell you.
I see your point. Still, you shouldn't have lied. Especially not to a member of the Wolf Guard.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Here's the food. We made sure Gilbert won't bother you again.
Let me see. Blazes. Yes! That's almost all of it. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Wait a moment. Here. Take this. It's something I took from a dead mage we found on the roadside. I was going to sell it, but it's the least we can do for you.
Thank you. Best of luck to you and your people.
And to you.
All right, that was the last distraction. Let's get back to the task at hand.
Understood.
Understood. Yes.
The Wolf Guard. Huh. This will be interesting.
What are you doing here? This is Nortander territory.
It is, and we are aware of that. But I'm afraid recent developments have made our presence necessary.
Spare me the verbiage. What's the meaning of this?
As you might know, this village has been struck by the Bloodburn. We are here to investigate. Since when exactly? You've built quite an outpost.
Since a source informed us that there would be an outbreak, which was 3 weeks ago.
You knew there'd be an outbreak?
Yes. You do realize what you're doing here could be considered an invasion, right?
Maybe so, yes. But believe me, we are not here to start a war.
Well, we are also here to inquire. So maybe we can help each other.
I appreciate the notion, but I'm afraid this won't be possible.
Why?
Because I know what you came here to do, and it's a mistake.
What do you mean?
All right, that's enough. We're here by order of the Queen, and according to the White Mist Treaty, you will now step...
You're not.
What?
The White Mist Treaty was struck between the Moorhere Scryers and Queen Aelith. You are acting under the orders of Lord Marshal Arendir, to whom we have sworn no loyalty. Or should I say, Lord Anger and those mage-slaughtering purity fanatics who are really making the laws of your country now.
The purity has nothing to do with this. We're here to prevent the bloodburn from spreading.
Well, we will take care of that. Now leave, or I will make you.
Was that a threat?
It was. You have 5 minutes to get back to where you came from. Then our archers will open fire. Leave.
Back to the trading
I
post,
said
now!
leave.
Got it.
I'll take a look. Our troops caught up. Good.
General Noria, you... What's the matter? Is something wrong?
Look up ahead and you'll see. We have unwanted company. Where's the rest of you?
At the crossroads, sir. Waiting for your word.
Good. Then send them in. The elves won't let us into the village, so we'll force them to. If we do it right, they won't stand a chance. Ansem, you'll help me develop a strategy. Corporal Tahar, you will oversee the setting up of the outpost. What's your name?
Seamark, sir. Gerald Seamark.
And you grew up here, right?
That is correct, sir.
Good. Then you know the area. Now, let's get started. If these damned Moorhere want blood, they shall have it.
You're Corporal Tahar, I assume?
Yes. Any advice on how to get started?
We should probably stock up on provisions first. I suggest we send out some men to hunt and do some wood cutting.
Got it.
And don't forget to get a stone cutter going, too.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
That's just how it is.
Building completed.
So much to do, so little time.
We're being attacked!
Need scouting? I'll be swift.
Orders?
Well then. It will only take a second.
All right.
You gonna
know who you're messing with. Huh?
Let's go.
Will do.
Corporal, did you send out hunters already?
Yeah, and they already found some game. I also tasked a couple of men to gather wood, as you suggested. What's next?
Good question. I suggest you head out and see if you can find more suitable spots to establish outposts. Closer to the elves, preferably. The more territory we control, the easier it will be to win the battle.
Makes sense.
All right, let's find some more spots to set up outposts. We need to gain more ground.
Agreed.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Good choice.
All right, then, let's get to it.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Will only take a second. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Building completed.
Yes.
Building completed.
Well then. I'll try.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes? I ride with Harold. Right.
Building completed.
Will only take a second.
We're being attacked!
Pray tell. Chop chop, man. Let's get charge!
You'll regret this.
Building completed.
Right. I'll take a look.
Interesting. Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
For the crowd!
Stay alert.
As you command. That should work. Much to do, so
Understood.
little time.
Of course.
Got it.
Orders?
Our provisions are running low. We need more food. Our workers are under attack.
Pray tell. All right.
Onwards.
You read my mind.
She's the fastest we have. Onwards! Alright then, let's get to it. Let me take a second.
We're being attacked!
Hunt him down!
Commander, we need to stock up on stone. Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Right away.
We're being attacked!
Yes, that's a good spot.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Need scouting?
They will fall.
Building completed. We're being attacked!
Whatever's necessary.
For the crowd!
Let's go.
Understood.
I ride with Hiran.
For the crown!
Onwards.
More lost souls.
For the Queen!
Just what a pleasant surprise. Bring them down!
We're being attacked! We're being attacked! We need to gather more wood, Commander. Our workers are under attack.
Where to?
Building completed.
Attack!
Building completed. Building completed.
All right.
Stay alert.
We're being attacked!
Right away.
Yes.
Onwards.
We're being attacked!
I ride with Harry.
Take them down!
You read my mind.
Make it quick!
For the crown!
They will fall.
For the Queen!
For the queen!
So much. Well then.
Let's...
Yes? Any news?
Yes, we set up some new outposts, as you suggested. What now?
Well, I guess now would be the time to arm our men and prepare them for the attack. In other words, we should put up a barrack.
Then that's what we'll do.
And remember, build billets to make space for new recruits. Should you need defenses, there is always the option of building some wooden towers.
Understood. Thanks, Gerald. All right, I think our outpost is in a good spot now. Let's go talk to the general.
All right then, let's get to it.
Huh?
I think we're in a good spot to attack now, General.
Good. Then we'll attack right away.
I don't want to question your orders, sir, but wouldn't it be wise to do some more scouting first? There might be a weakness in their defense that we haven't spotted yet.
Fine. But not much longer. Who knows what these elves are planning? And if they carry the blood burn out of the village, no amount of scouting will help us.
That should work. Will only take a second. Chop chop, man.
Need scouting?
Well then. All right, then, let's get to it. Well, then.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
much to do, so... What is it?
She's the fastest we have.
Alright then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
Charge!
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
Take him down. Easy.
Blazes! I need help! For the crown! Blazes! I need help!
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Stay alert.
Understood.
Sure.
All right.
Let's go. Right away. Stay
Got it.
alert.
Walking corpses. Take them down.
As you command.
Building completed. Building completed.
Take them down! For the crown! For the queen!
You'll regret this.
I'll take a look.
Do it.
I beg your pardon?
I said do it. Rob me, beat me up, kill me. That's all you people do these days, isn't it? Mage wars, more here elves, blood burn. Sometimes I wonder how I even made it to this age. Ah, well, every streak of luck has to end eventually, doesn't it? Seems that mine ends with bandits.
We're not bandits.
Oh. Well then, what brings you here?
We're soldiers, and we're here by royal decree.
By royal decree? But... Oh, I know that crest. You're from the Wolf Guard. Then I apologize for my insolence. Care for a glass of mulled wine? Some chicken broth, maybe?
Thank you, but we are short on time.
I see. Well, then how can I help you?
Some information would be useful. Is there another way inside the village apart from the southern gate?
Another? Oh. You want to get past the Elven barricade. Apart from the north and the south gate? No, there isn't.
There's a second entrance?
Yes, there is. Just follow the path to the east.
What do you know about the outbreak in the village?
Not much. I try to stay away from the village as much as possible. They are decent folks, but, you know, I came here for serenity. All I know is that 3 weeks ago, those elves showed up and made camp. As if it were the most natural thing in the world. More here elves, by the look of them.
3 weeks. That's before the infection must have occurred.
Some days, yes. But I doubt they had something to do with it, if that's what you were thinking. They were quite friendly with the villagers, even though they wouldn't tell them the reason for their presence. Then the dying started. Evidently, I observed all this from afar. I was out fishing on the lake, to be precise. But still, it was enough to get a good picture. The first victim I saw was one of the farmers. He was out working his fields when he suddenly collapsed. To me, it looked as if he was coughing blood.
Keep talking.
Well, he got up, and immediately the elves that were there carried him back into the village. The next day, it happened again. Only this time, to 2 women doing their laundry at the creek. Again, the elves helped. I couldn't tell from the distance, but it even looked as if that tall woman, their leader, examined them. Whatever she did, though, it didn't stop the plague. That same night, there was screaming from behind the village walls. And it lasted for the entire week. It was gruesome.
What about you? Were you never afraid you'd get infected too?
Well, of course I was. Which is why I stayed away from the creek after it got truly dire. I only returned yesterday, when the screaming had ceased. However, I still feel fine.
Is the entire village affected?
I don't think so, but I can't be certain. The elves only locked down the village some days ago. But before that, I still saw farmers on their fields and people fishing the creek. Though it was just a handful now instead of dozens, as it was before that. So whatever atrocity that plague is, it did not take all of them.
You don't know that. Maybe the bloodburn is already in them and is simply not broken out yet.
Possible. I am neither apothecary nor alchemist, so I wouldn't know.
I see. And I guess you don't happen to know what exactly the elves are doing this for.
I don't. But for what it's worth, the elves don't seem to be afraid of this plague. They did not avoid physical contact with the infected. At least, not that I saw. Also, even though they helped the villagers once the bloodburn broke out, they didn't seem to be too... how should I say? Agitated. To me, it looked as if they knew what they were dealing with.
Between when the elves arrived and the first outbreak, did you notice anything odd?
Such as?
Such as odd noises.
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
You don't sound like a villager. Where are you from?
Oh, long story. Briefly put, I'm from Eberlight. Tiara's Grace, if that name sounds familiar.
That's the noble quarter of the city, isn't it? You must have had quite some coin if you lived there.
That is correct, I did. Drapery was my craft, and I was good at it. But then I grew older, and the usual questions began to arise. You know, the ones that sound silly, but nonetheless keep you awake at night.
Such as?
Let's not go into detail. Suffice it to say that they made me question some of my decisions. Long story short, I gave all my belongings to an orphanage and looked for a quiet place to do some soul-searching.
We'll be off.
Fair enough.
So much to do, so let me take a second. This will be a masterpiece.
Onwards.
As you command.
Building completed.
Huh. Interesting.
Right away.
All right.
Undead.
Building completed.
Will do.
Charge!
is over.
Charge!
For the Queen! Right.
Understood.
Make it quick!
Yes?
Let's go.
Another entrance into the village. Huh. And it's by far less guarded than the one to the south.
Just give up!
I'm ready.
We knew it. The barriers are down.
Charge!
What the? You bastard! Don't say I didn't warn you!
What is it?
Blazes! I need help!
Understood. Got it.
Stay alert.
For the crown!
Of course.
Blazes! I need help! Take them down!
Salangar! This isn't over.
Come on. Damn it.
It's over.
What about the scryer?
We'll get her. Talk to us, woman. What happened here?
Are you...
Sent by the Queen. Now talk.
What was that?
Elves. They must have gotten reinforcements.
Karpal, Tahar, return to the outpost at once. They need someone to lead the defenses.
Understood. What about the village?
Anselm and I will guard it. The rest of the Wolf Guard should arrive any second now. We will just have to hold the village until then. Now move!
All right, Tahar, let's move. Back to the outpost and quick.
We lost the sector, Commander.
Whatever's necessary. They will fall.
Charge!
Stop. Stop. That's enough. Please, just listen to me.
Orders?
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Acknowledged. Of course. Yes.
Hmm?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. Building completed.
Chop chop.
Building completed.
All right then.
Building completed. Building completed.
This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed. Building completed.
What?
Heading up. Building completed.
Please, I give up. All that, we didn't want any of it.
You should have thought of that before you attacked us.
Your men attacked us as soon as we got inside. I'm sorry. Scryer Elion told us about you. About the reason you're here and your disagreement.
That's one way to put it. Your people opened fire on us.
Yes, and they shouldn't have. Elion, she got scared. She had her orders, you know, to protect the village. It was never our intention to start a war.
This will be a mess.
Whatever your intentions, this is Nortander territory. Capturing a village, invading our lands, this is an act of war.
I know, but the situation required that we acted quickly. And given recent developments in your country, we could not take the risk of you denying us entry.
Recent developments?
Yes, the purity of light and their persecution of mages. Especially to us as elves, who are almost all magically gifted. We just don't understand why Lord Marshal Arendir just lets them do as they please.
And that justifies breaking a century-old treaty between our races? That's some strange reasoning.
Will be a masterpiece.
I get your concerns.
That's a relief. I was beginning to fear all of Nortander had lost their minds. Either way, this is a different topic.
It is.
That should
If it wasn't your intention to start a war, then what was it? Why did you come here?
For the same reason you're here. The Bloodburn. The Moorhere elves have been struck by it too. At least we believe so.
You believe so?
Yes. There's discussion about that going on in Leafshade as we speak. Suffice it to say that the symptoms of the Bloodburn seem to be different for elves than they are for humans.
That's interesting.
So you're here to... what? To examine it?
Yes. We are here to study an outbreak firsthand.
And you aren't afraid? How do you protect yourselves against an infection?
We don't. You see, that's one of the many misconceptions you humans have about the bloodburn. It's not an ordinary disease, as your Lord Marshal believes, and thus it's not contagious. You could ask a dying woman for a dance and it would not affect you.
How can you be so certain?
Just observe the pattern. It can wipe out an entire village, but the one a mile south of it remains unaffected, even if the wind is blowing in their direction. And for some reason, it may take a strong man of 30 winters and spare his grandmother. Where's the logic in that?
Maybe we just haven't understood the pattern yet.
If you think it's contagious, you must have brought some protection, didn't you? What was it, a potion?
Yes.
Please show me.
Here. Sorry, Tahar, but I want to see this.
Just as I suspected. Watch.
What are you doing? You're drinking it.
Yes, because it's just fire nettle extract, nothing else. Your medicine is completely useless, and whoever brewed it knew that. Please, I beg you, you need to believe me. The bloodburn isn't an ordinary plague.
Then what is it?
This is what we're trying to find out. But, as of now, we believe it to be a curse of sorts. One originating from a very ancient, unknown kind of magic. So this is it, Evran. The truth. We are here to understand.
Someone told me you arrived here several days before the outbreak.
And to you, that looks suspicious. I understand. But believe me, we didn't cause it. What reason would we have? We knew it would happen in Leonon because we learned that there are certain signs before it happens.
Such as odd noises?
So you know. Yes, odd noises. Or even a voice, as some have claimed. Strangely enough, not everyone can hear them. And hearing also does not necessarily protect from the infection. All this, it's a mystery.
In other words, you knew an outbreak in Leonon was imminent and decided to come here to observe it.
Yes. We also hoped to help, but none of the remedies we had prepared worked. It was tragic and got under our skins. Which is probably one of the reasons why Elion was already on edge when you got here.
I still don't understand, though. Why didn't your squire let us in?
Isn't it obvious? Because she wanted to prevent you from carrying out that order.
What order? To examine the bloodburn?
Oh, I see. Your general. I'm afraid he didn't fill you in on your true orders. The village is to be purged. Every survivor, children, women, elders, will be killed. The Crown believes this is what it takes to prevent the bloodburn from spreading to Greyfell.
This is ridiculous. How in blazes would you know?
Can't you guess? We have ears in Greykeep, as you probably have in Leafshade.
Then we need to stop him.
I was hoping you would say that. I would help you if I could, but given what's happened, I doubt my presence would help. In other words, it's in your hands now. We will withdraw our people until dawn. Farewell, Evran. And thank you for sparing me.
That should work.
Bertrand, what do you make of this?
Of what that elf just told us?
Yeah.
Honestly, no idea. I don't think he's lying, but that doesn't mean they're right. Especially not that part about our orders.
And if they are, what should we do?
I don't know. We can't refuse an order, can we? You know, that would make us deserters.
Yeah. You're right. Will do. Now we do.
Tahar?
Anselm, what happened? Where's the general?
Up north. He left us in charge. What about the outpost? Is it safe? Since you just strolled in here, I suppose the elves have somehow surrendered.
They have. Look, Anselm, I need to talk to the general. There's something about the bloodburn we didn't...
Save your breath for later, Corporal. This place is getting purged.
Purged? You mean...
Yes, it's tragic, but there's no other choice. The General said it was the plan all along. Until we know how this plague spreads, we cannot allow any of these people to leave. Not alive.
This is insane. Look at these people, Anselm. We can't just kill them.
What do you want me to do, Tahar? Fall on my knees and cry? It's an order, and we are soldiers. It's as simple as that.
So you knew this is what we're here for? Why did he tell you and not us?
He didn't. I only just learned it myself.
But the General doesn't have the information we have. He should know before we do anything.
It would take an hour to catch up by now, and even if you were to tell him, he seemed pretty set on this. Which I understand. It's all of Northander we're gambling with. Maybe all of EO.
Forget it. I'm not killing these people, and you won't either.
That's what I wanted to hear. One last thing before we kill you, betrayer. Do you remember her face?
Whose face? What in the blazes are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, that's a damn good question. 8 years ago in Iskander, when your father tried to execute you, and the Wolfguard stopped him, it was my sister who paid the price for it. Isamo Tahar. He burned her alive. He blasted the skin from her skull. And all just because of you. All because of the fucking betrayer's child. But no, that wasn't enough. Instead of killing you like he should have, General Noria took you in. Trained you as if you were something special. Wolfguard. He might as well have spit on my sister's grave.
Anselm, this isn't fair. This isn't fair, and you...
Fair? Fuck fair! She died, damn it! She died! Only so this piece of shit could live. Good thing is, you refused a direct order. So we don't even need to cover this up. Now let's get this over with.
No, Anselm! You can't do this!
Watch me.
Damn it! I need healing!
They killed one of our heroes!
Take them down! Help me, somebody! For the crown! Understood. Of course. Help me, somebody!
They killed one of our heroes!
Wide swathes of green, fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish. The people of Leonon, a small village in the meadowlands of...
But no, that wasn't enough. Instead of killing you like he should have, General Noria took you in.
Anselm.
No, let's...
No, Anselm! You can't do this!
Watch me.
Acknowledged.
Got it.
Charge!
Oh, shit.
Stay calm, Bertrand. This wasn't our fault. We just have to...
Tahar, there's news from the Tiara's breath. What happened here?
We can explain. They...
Stay where you are. Slaughtering your own brethren. I can't believe it, Tahar. I should have guessed. Drop that weapon now. And you too, Carpal. Unless you want to save the hangman some work.
Hangman?
What do you think? You're charged with high treason. Betrayed by the betrayer's child. The General will love to hear this.
I told you this would happen, Angar. I told you.
I just can't believe this is all you have to say in your defense, Tahar.
Anselm and his friends attacked us. Do you need me to write it down for you?
Watch your tongue, Tahar.
General, you are a soldier of the Queen, Tahar. And for the past 8 years, you have served us well. Not only that, you even went as far as to refuse obedience to your father, because you knew what he did was wrong. I respect that. But killing 5 of your brethren in cold blood and refusing a royal order, I cannot let that go unpunished.
But this is ridiculous! The General was wrong, for heck's sake! The bloodburn is not contagious! What should we have done? Slaughter an entire village?
Blazes, are you that ignorant or just plain stupid, Carpo? These elves would have told you anything. They were the ones who betrayed our treaty in the first place. But I'm done explaining myself. This is a waste of time. You're a murderer, Tahar. I should have seen that right away, but I didn't. And the same goes for you, Carpo. You're a disgrace to the Wolfguard.
Tell me one thing, Tahar. Do you have any regrets?
This isn't about regrets. These villagers were innocent, and I tried to do what was necessary to save them. That's it.
No. You acted based on information by people who broke a decades-old treaty. And even if they hadn't, what tells you that they were right? Greyfell might be gone by now, if General Naria hadn't done what he did. Corporal Tahar, Corporal Cavil, you are hereby found guilty of murdering 5 soldiers of the Royal Army and insubordination. The punishment is death by the string. Take them to the dungeons.
That's it.
Pardon?
Since you've been sitting here, I've been wondering why your face looks so bloody familiar. Now I remember. I saw you in the courtyard, back when they took me to my... how did they call it? Trial? You're one of them, aren't you?
Maybe. I saw your trial in the Hall of Justice.
Right, that was it. You were with that short, bearded fellow. I'm guessing I should be mad at you, shouldn't I? For serving these idiots. But, as it seems, we're sitting in the same dirt, so... sod it. I'm Iria. Iria of Finanmir. What's your name?
Just call me Tahar.
Tahar? As in, Isamo Tahar?
He was my father, yes, but I fought him in the Mage Wars.
Huh. None of my business, I suppose. So, tell me, Tahar, what brings you to this wonderful place? Came to enjoy some nice hours of sitting in rat crap and hearing those zealots torture the living shit out of our kind? I hate to disappoint, but it gets boring after a while.
Our kind? I didn't know I was an elf.
No, but you're gifted, same as I. Or a defiler, as people prefer to say nowadays.
Ah, right. You're a mage.
I am.
I think you know what I'm here for. I'm sentenced to die in the pike, just as you are.
Oh, I see. How come? If I'm not mistaken, you're Wolfguard, aren't you? And aren't you guys supposed to be some kind of... elite?
I was a corporal and refused an order.
Oh? What kind of order?
Long story. In short, our general ordered us to slaughter an entire village, Leonon. He wanted to prevent a plague called the bloodburn from spreading, but, how should I say, was missing some crucial information.
Which was?
The bloodburn isn't contagious.
Blazes. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world. I got ambushed. Soldiers of House Leonider, as they called themselves. I was trying to reason with them, but they wouldn't listen. I knew I shouldn't have done it, you know? Use my magic. But in that moment, I was just so bloody scared.
What did you do?
I only remember fragments. 2 of them lunged at me. I grabbed their arms and let my light magic run free. It was over in less than a minute. I didn't even know I could do that.
Light magic can kill?
It can drain, yes. It's not what it's made for, but nonetheless deadly.
And I take it you got caught?
No, not at first. But I'd rather not talk about it. They're going to kill us. And, you know, there is still a part in me that thinks this is all a bad dream. Are you afraid?
No.
Then I wish we could swap places for a while. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I haven't given up yet. We need to find a way out, and we need to do it quick.
We're in a prison.
How did you guess? Doesn't change the fact that we need to get out. I've searched every part of my cell, and there's absolutely nothing. But yours is a lot bigger. Go see if you can find anything.
Like what? A magical key?
No, a fragile bar in the walls. Something that can help us pick a lock. Whatever. Or maybe start by taking a look at that breakthrough in the wall behind you.
What's next?
So? See anything?
Nothing. It's a dead end.
Shit. Well, that explains why they haven't repaired it. Then keep looking.